some gap closer besides Ember Spirit, Earthshaker. They want to grab this Lone Druid ideally, but against Astral, it might not be that effective.
That's a good
so
point.
Primarily target should be OD because that's their save.
Yeah. And then outside of him, the only other way that you can try and save is maybe Sven, like getting off a War Cry, which keeps alive the OD against the Terrorblade or something. Need to get into like a Crimson Guard or something too. I don't know. It's going to be tough. But it is the team fight going well predicated upon Seb being able to find OD with that lasso.
The good thing is OG has way better draft in what they had in game number 1.
That it's hard to... damn sure. Jesus.
Oof.
Yeah. Do you like it though? There we go.
See, do I like it?
Yeah.
I'm not convinced about this Lone Druid pick. Okay. I'm wondering what kind of a build he's gonna go for. He's gonna go for the range or Radiance build.
Prepare for battle.
I think they tend to like to play around the Radiance build with the Lone Druid.
Yeah, I think so too. Radiance, it's great, but yeah, it's actually fine. The mischance against these cores inside of OG, 2 heroes who love to get a Blink Dagger, can easily scout him out with the bear. I'm just a big fan of OD. Remember when OD was like super overpowered, everyone was picking it, then they nerfed him a little bit, everyone stopped picking him. And then again, suddenly he's a top tier pick.
Was that, did OD Arcane Orb used to work on Roche? Am I remembering that right?
I don't remember that.
I don't remember either. I don't think it...
And there has been so many changes in Dota over the past 15 years, so at one point it probably worked on Roche.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember what it was that made OD OP for a little while there. Like, why it was that people were picking it all the time. I guess it was because it was played with Omni. That was the big thing. They had, back when Omni actually had Repel.
Oh, yeah.
God, OD Omni. Ugh. Ugh. That's what I have to say. Yanskin doing his best no-tail impression here, playing on the Prophet. 4 branches and a Blightstone. No clarities, though. And it does look like it's going to end up being Ana playing together with his buddy No-Tail as they swap up the lanes and try and dodge away, but it's going to be against the Bearman.
Look at this build, Blightstone.
Whoa.
On TB.
What?
No-Tail just harassing the bear with Mist Coil.
So, but why? What do you think? Oh God, Seb. Oh no, Seb. Oh God, Seb, get out of there, buddy. You don't want to be here. Oh, Jarek saving the day and now punching away. Oh no, he's getting body blocked by his buddy's trees. What's happening? They almost find that kill, but it's not quite going to be there living on 10 HP.
They needed one more hit. Do they have a flask? They don't. Just a couple of tangos. I'm not sure why the Blightstone on the TB. They're going to kill the bear, though.
I guess the bear will sometimes take a lot of harassment. Oh, get that. Get it with the Mist Coil. Do it one time. Make... Oh, the resummon. And then the deny. Easy for No-Tail. Gets out of there.
I'm not sure that's actually working. He used Mist Coil like 5 times on a bear.
Yeah.
He could have either healed the TB or just harassed the hero instead.
Right. Well, he's back in Mist Coiling away. Does not have any regen, though.
Yeah, even though he just resummoned the bear, if bear drops low, he can give him a TP scroll, TP back, return him.
Yeah. And they're pinging it. They want to get this damage onto the bear. But it looks like Frost is getting ready to either A, keep it alive, or B, do those shenanigans like you're talking about. But yeah. Getting the harassment out there. It's a lot of damage. 120. Ain't nothing to scoff at. Down bottom, this lane is sort of evened out a little bit more now. Jerix is making sure Seb doesn't get brought down. Still no first blood yet.
Sven uses a stun on the bottom lane, doesn't even get the CS.
Yeah.
Man, that feels bad.
Yeah, it's a lot of mana to use that early. I guess he's got the 3 mangoes, though, and also stick charges galore. But yeah. Oh, bear. Frost. Hello?
Is that the equivalent of oh dear?
Oh, bear. Yeah, exactly. You got it. Cost, you always know what's up. Oh, no, Tail. I know what he's going to do.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Bye!
He's gone. Another deny. How's mid doing? 16-6 against 13-5.
Okay.
Topson playing aggressive, but OD when equilibrium is up. Arcane Orb, he can harass a lot.
Yeah.
He might even get a kill if he gets boots of speed, so he can chase him down.
Uh-oh. Now the chase forward for the Sven. He's getting blocked in by that fissure, but they don't have the speed to catch up to him. And with that, they're just going to have to back out afterwards. Pop in another little mango there. Seb taking a lot of harassment from Era. TFT are doing a really good job so far, it feels like. It's keeping it even in spite of the pressure that's coming out of these lanes. And in fact, Seb almost goes down there, but Jerix again going to save his buddy.
Dire's
Gets him out of harm's way.
I wish Sven had another point in Stormhammer just for some extra damage and extra stun. I don't think it would be enough on this one, but if he used it 2 times, it would be a secured kill on Batrider.
Oh, it's true. Oh, no tail.
Radiant are
Careful there, buddy. So yeah, it's been a really slow early game already. And OG getting pretty low. Seb's just going to jungle on his way back to the base, it feels like. Not all that much happening as of yet, but it feels like OG are the ones that are coming out a little bit ahead in terms of these lanes, mainly off the back of that Sven down bottom, who's kind of been hurting a little bit. But bounty runes...
Yeah, I just hope he builds into these team fighting items instead of trying to go for damage, because they're not going to lack damage. Lone Druid and the OD is more than enough to get you into the super late game.
Okay. Stun is there. Did take the 2 points in it, but doesn't decide to press any further forward for Jerix. Stay back out of there again. And Ana just going to beat away at this bear, trying to bring it down. They have a resummon here if they want to use it. Mid lane.
Topson, that's going to be a first blood.
That...
Man, Topson, he always overextends. Like, he loves to play so aggressive, and like he had the info that 2 supports on side of TFT were missing. So that's going to be a deep ward placed by Lion.
Yeah.
They might even get him once again.
Oh my god. Oh, if he goes down right here, I actually... Oh, he can't afford to go down right there. Chessie, they spot him. They've got the Hex. They've got him caught. Topson. Oh, no. We're getting TI flashbacks, but in the worst way. They are going to try and see if they can turn this back around. Maybe a full bait. Chessie able to get that Astral Imprisonment, trying to walk through there and get away, but he will eventually die as well.
Yeah, nice block by Jerix, but they're pushing a lot of damage onto this tower. Siege creep, they need to secure the last hit. He has a Blightstone, he should be able to get it.
Earthshaker, Jerix able to take it instead. He didn't even have a chance to totem off. He just did it. Enhanced trying to walk away. Get out of there, buddy. You don't want to be here anymore. No Tail walks aggressively into their face and wants to take down Era. Enchant Totem connects. Roche clap, not enough.
Roche claps, procs the Photic Shield. Oof. They could have get the kill on Nature's Prophet as well, but Abaddon walked away, didn't know that. Oh, Root?
Root? Any more? I mean, the thing about that is, though, even... Oh, okay, yeah, they bring in Handskin, but that's not enough. They pop the Shrine. And Frost's Bear is going to need to back away from this. Although they do use the fissure. Ah, they got him. Wait, do they? Okay, no. He's on the other side. Jarek's a little unfortunate there. But even though they lose Topson, I mean, getting the kill on OD on the return was pretty nice. It's something at least.
Yeah, I talked about Sven's item build in this game. He has Mask of Madness queued up. I don't think that's the build for him.
No.
He needs to build into utility items for his team. You can basically build any item on Sven.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom
Bottom
tower is
lane.
under attack.
He's already popped his ultimate. Seb shows up for this one. Decides to stun and try and run. Pops the war cry. Gets out of there. Air throws the earth spike. The fissure is there as well, though. And now lasso will be used.
Radiant's middle tower
They take down that poor level 3 lion. What would you like to see on him next?
On Lion, Boots of Speed.
No, on the Sven.
I feel like Crimson Guard is good. Pipe, Vlad, pretty much anything that can mitigate the damage for your team.
Okay.
Because these two are gonna carry you. There's no doubt about it. Lone Druid is having a good time. OD's on top of CS chart. You need to communicate about these things.
All right.
Dire's middle tower is under
Like, I'm
attack.
having a really good time. What am I buying?
Uh-oh. Jesse. Gotta be careful. Backing out. Good sprout from Hanskin gets them out of there. OG not able to connect. There's been a lot of pings trying to take down this bear, but they haven't quite been able to take it down. You can see that, you know, these heroes not having the best of times so far. They're a little bit below their counterparts on TFT after the last couple of minutes, and particularly taking that tier 1 tower in the mid lane. And I guess
Seb has a haste rune. They have a shrine to work with, but they see him. He's maxing out the stun. He's gonna snipe him.
oh, that's unfortunate. Well, Seb loses his life. Frost takes down No Tail in the top lane. And pressure more and more onto this tier 1 tower top.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I don't know. This is feeling rather rough.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Yeah,
under
that's Hand of
Radiant's
Midas
top
for
tower
Lone
has
Druid in
fallen.
100 gold. On
Radiant's
top of phase
structures
boots,
are
which means
fortified.
that he's gonna farm a lot, and they're gonna secure at least 2 bounties.
Oh, Jarex. He gets it. Now the body block's coming out. He wants to get this kill and get the bounty rune. Jarex looking for it and spin. Jarex makes it happen. Handskin in some trouble. They find the fissure, get the kill. And OG back on the board. They did lose the top tier 1 tower, but a little bit going back their way by taking out those other runes. No Tail might need to deny himself here yet again.
Oh, what a play. He used the Mist Coil on a creep to actually get him to level 6.
Nice.
And Lone Druid instantly backs off. So 2 Midases.
Yeah, they're doing it. TFT have definitely been able to rally behind this Lone Druid and basically get everything that they've wanted so far. Frost now has a stick queued up. Apparently that's very important here. Seb, no Blink Dagger, but does have the Boots of Travel. And who are they going to go for? Another stun comes out. Got to be careful here. Topson chasing, wanting to find somebody, and does a good bit of damage onto all these creeps as well. They pull themselves back. Handskin, and looks like this should be a pickup there. At least 1 kill. And TFT thinking about chasing further forward here. This is a little bit deadly. They do have the Finger of Death available. Everybody down bottom with the exception of the Terrorblade, and they're just going to fear him back.
Yeah, TB's
Dire's top tower
putting
is
some
under
pressure on
attack.
the top tower. Not enough. He can't play that aggressive, considering that they have a Nature's Prophet. Lion was missing off the map, and he's level 6, which means that Finger is online.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So they take down the tier 1 tower. A 3,000 gold lead now. TFT. You can see right now that OG just feels so much hampered inside their base. Like TFT are playing all inside their jungle now and have a really good ward down here too. They see Seb.
You can see how greedy Sven plays. Like with this kind of an item build, he thinks he's the carry, takes away the farm from Lone Druid. Lone Druid is spending a lot of time walking around doing nothing. He also got the last hit on the tower, which I think it might backfire.
Yeah, I guess that he does still need to hit that timing, the Lone Druid, of getting into the Radiance. Otherwise, things could start to fall apart a little bit. Particularly if you're able to get some items up on Ember or Terrorblade. Terrorblade's basically been left alone, and he's kind of keeping on par the farm from the rest of them.
Yeah, but the 3 cores on side of TFT are in the top 4.
Yeah. That's fair enough. Let's see.
Radiant are scanning.
Frost's a little ways away. Everything kind of just sitting pretty for the moment. Looks like Prophet wants to go for drums. Midas on OD, saving it. Oh, no cooldown. Beautiful from Chessie.
Dire's middle tower is under
They're playing
attack.
against 2 Hand of Midases. Hand of Midas not as powerful as it was 2 patches ago, but still. You're gonna get the extra gold, and they had a really good timing on it. Both finished around 9-minute mark.
Yeah. Bottom lane. Jerax.
This is a huge kill if they can get it.
This would be
Root.
really nice. He's so close to his Blink Dagger, too. And they want to go for it, but maybe an overextension as Seb, able to find one, pulls him back in, and not able to get off that Finger of Death before he dies. Frost goes for the Savage Roar. Looks like the bear might need to be given up for dead here as No Tail gets the extra hit on it. Has poof away in a second if they need to. But OD now in the area, and maybe they've gone a bit too far. No Tail is going to get chased back by the bear. Pop the ulti, and then retreat. All this is all going on up top lane. Ana facing off against this Sven, who does have another stun in a second as well as ulti. But Ana was never
No
really
way,
going to
he's
be in
getting
trouble.
that kill. They're
Yeah.
fighting near the shrine. Abaddon already showing. Even with Nature's Prophet TPing, Lion is the one who can burst him.
Hanskin didn't have the best division, I guess, but wanted to battle for those bounty runes. And now they find themselves Abba, who is going to get caught. Hexed. Finger of Death comes out, and they knew his ulti was on cooldown, so they get the kill.
I think both of them are happy with this outcome. Lion used Finger of Death. Ideally, it would be a better target for him, a TB, but he got the extra charge on it, and Abaddon is going to tank one for the team,
Yeah.
which means that Terrorblade is kind of secure for the next 2 minutes.
Yeah, when Finger of Death isn't up, like, he really doesn't have to worry about that much as long as his positioning is good. Hanskin drops a ward up on the high ground here. There were some pings, but I don't think it was actually scouted out at the moment. And it again feels like we're sort of dropping back into that passive farming state of being, which I'm not sure who exactly it favors. Like, it's a 3,000 gold lead for TFT, and feels like they're going to hit a really strong timing around this Lone Druid Radiance, but after that, things get a little bit less clear. Seb?
And Sven just blinked in, stunned TB instantly, 2 TPs from
Oh,
OG.
They found OD,
This is
though.
a good kill.
If they can
If
get him. Chase trying to get him. Chessie still living through, but the Echo Slam comes out. The Fissure as well to follow. Can they bring down Chessie in time? They're trying to keep himself alive. They don't have another Astro for the moment. The damage over time coming from that Flame Break, and they'll find the finish with the Mistcoil at the end. Seb still chasing for more with Jerax and Ana moving into position also, but it's a little bit too scary moving that far. And Sven just sticking around brazenly, not even worried about people being in the area, and Era is going to drop down here as well. They're chasing forward for the Sven, hoping to get that kill, but they're just going to settle for the tier 1 tower. And TFT putting themselves in a bad position. OG capitalize.
TFT is just choosing the bad fights. Because Sven is taking a lot of farm, this means that Lone Druid's Radiance is gonna get delayed. He has enough money to buy Sacred Relic, but they are fighting the fights when they don't need to. They could just easily stall it for the next 2 minutes until he gets that Radiance, and then try to group up and fight. I guess Jarek surprised them with that Blink Dagger.
Frost trying to buy a route here, and the rest of TFT converging in this area. Sven shows himself. They're gonna be able to not quite find anybody yet, and it's like TFT again chasing, but nobody's there. In the meantime, Jarek's just hanging out waiting for a creep wave. He's gonna cut the wave out when he gets a chance to. No tail found, gonna be body blocked, and they should be able to take that kill while simultaneously getting the tier 2 tower, but well, what was looking like it wasn't going to be good there ends up turning around for TFT. They don't get the kill on a no-tail, but they claim the prize here of the tier 2 tower. And Earthshaker looking for an echo. He doesn't have it for another 40 seconds, though. This would be the perfect opportunity, but instead Sven just jumps forward and finds him. Gonna be able to get Jarek's. The fissure comes out, though, and now able to pull back in this Sven, finding themselves one, but the save coming from Chessie, hoping to keep that Sven alive. Don't know if it's gonna quite be enough. He walks forward, turns around, finds the kill onto Topson. OG, not on the same page.
Yeah, but OG is getting top tower. They're fighting a lot on the bottom lane. They lost Ember Spirit, which means that TB is gonna kill the top tower. He didn't get the last hit, but doesn't matter.
Oh my god, and the Echo Slam. They've got all of these creeps in the area, 4 seconds away. God, if this was the moment, it would have been huge, but they're forced to blink away by Jarek, so trying to buy a little bit of time. Good play by the Sven there to force him back in the Echo Slam. Walking, he wanted it really badly, but doesn't quite get the angle. And now Chessie instead is just gonna come and clean up Jarek's.
Nicely done by Chessie. Double save into a kill.
Man. And that was one of those moments, too, where if you're just a little bit off the mark, don't have that vision down from this wards, you probably end up losing a couple to a big Echo Slam. And still the Radiance.
Still don't have the Radiance, yeah, I was just about to say it. And Sven, I assume he's gonna disassemble this Mask of Madness and get the Echo Saber, and then maybe build into Vlad's, even though building auras against TV's reflection is not the smartest thing to do.
Right.
They have a good vision. They see all the rotations coming from the shrine. No-Tail is gonna take care of that right now.
Yeah.
Both shrines were warded.
Really good vision there, but obviously one of them gets taken away. Handskin hitting himself a little bit there. Doesn't manage to pick up both of the bounty runes, though. And OG still feeling like they need to make something happen at this point. They've taken down both of the towers along the top lane. 2,000 gold lead is all that separates these two teams right now. But it does start to feel like both teams really coming online. Jarek's with his Blink Dagger, and the Lone Druid with his Radiance. Ana walks forward. They pull back in this OD. He got the Warcry, but it's not enough to keep him alive, so they take down Chessie. And now seeing if they can find themselves a little more. They pull back in one, possibly here, able to get the chains onto two, beating into Seb. Nobody else there to help him out, though, so Seb looking like he's going to get bottled up, though, and they take him down. Ana's there to be able to find the kill, and now chasing forward, they get the Echo Slam kill onto the Lone Druid. Triple kill for Ana. They save Seb at the last second.
Nicely done by OG. I thought during the draft which target they need to go on with this Batrider, and OD has a bullseye on his chest, or whatever you want to call it. Instantly blinks in after the TP because he has the double save with the Astral and the Force Staff.
Man.
You can't afford to die on this hero. He can't die first. Also, did the Lone Druid finish the Radiance? I guess he did.
Yeah.
It's not very effective.
At the start of the last fight, but I mean, this is what they've been waiting for this whole time on OG, is getting Terrorblade farmed. Has the health talent, got Ayaskati with the Manta. And where did TFT go from here? I don't know.
Was that a legit question?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
It doesn't look that good for them anymore because they had this window where they should have played aggressive, try to lay either Earthshaker Blink Dagger or try to grab a kill on TB. Now they're in a really bad spot. They still have the Radiance, but it feels like if this game goes super late,
Dire are
I talked about their cores scaling on side of TFT, but you're still fighting into a super massive TB.
Oh my god. I mean, they saw the smoke. This was never going to work. OG literally hit a sleight of fist on TFT as they were smoking and trying to run this direction. Well, the TFT are going to have to back out now and deal with the split push that was coming from the TB Illusions. Show hand skin on the lane if they want to now. OG can decide to smoke up. Roche is still available as well if anybody wants to go for that, but they're going to go for the D ward first. There is that smoke that we thought was coming, and moving out, see if they can find him high ground. Oh, Seb runs in, finds Era, pulls him back, and TFT immediately run away. They know they can't take this fight. Into Roche.
Nope. Just
Okay.
kidding.
Usually they follow Ana. He's the one that decides where they want to go. But in the meantime, they find themselves the bear. Fissure.
Oh, Jarex, he was hesitating.
Yeah. And the jump away. The poof back. Doesn't look like they're going to get it. Topson, he's going in for this one. They get the chains to get the kill.
He has a resummon, but that means 2 minutes without the bear.
Yeah.
They might want to outpush the bottom lane because Nature's Prophet is pushing, so someone needs to deal with it. OG is really not in a rush right now.
Yeah.
Radiant are
They have
scanning.
good ways to deal with the split push. Batrider has Boots of Travel, has a TP, so he can be at two sides of the map at the same time. Also, he threatens the kill on Nature's Prophet, which means that Nature's Prophet in this game is not playing that aggressive.
Yeah, it's a very different style. Just the way that he's been able to move around the map because of the threats that OG have. Speaking of which, Jarex is here with the Echo Slam. If they're able to recognize where TFT are, this could be very significant. And jump up onto high ground. The jump forward, Jarex able to react in time. Throws out the Fissure, is going to control the Lion. In the meantime, can they find anything else? Topson has to jump back, but it's the Sven completely isolated, alone, away from the rest of his team. They kill off Jarex, but it comes at the cost of the OD also going down, and now Topson looking for his opening. They found Handskin, no tail on top of him as well, and Ana just going to walk forward and try and kill off this Nature's Prophet. Chains connects onto the Lion, 4 dead, and OG getting everything they want.
Quick reaction from Jarex there. He blinked on the high ground, he saw the Lion, used the Echo Slam, there was no follow-up, and Lion uses a finger after just to secure the kill. I don't think that's the target after he popped the Echo Slam, so no point in using it on him. They need to get a bigger kill. The problem is this TB is getting out of control. Now he's gonna get that butterfly, and they don't have ways to deal with that evasion.
No. Well, and this timing that you would normally try and hit with the Lone Druid is just so fully past at this stage, where you're knocking on a tier 3 tower with Radiance and a bunch of heroes sitting behind him. They just can't do that anymore. It feels like they need to push for a later time.
Because this Sven was taking so much farm on the map, stealing away gold from Lone Druid, and he's not gonna scale, especially with the build that TB is going for.
Yeah.
Like you do not want to buy a BKB early on this hero. And Eye of Scotty just cripples these heroes that try to go into, especially the melee ones. Even though he has a Warcry for extra move speed, it just does not work that well.
Yeah.
Too much kite potential.
Tail realizing this is problematic. And they're looking for this opening. Stun catches onto Topson. This guy has a lot of armor. The fear, they want to take him down with the OD. Is it going to be enough? Topson jumps out, not out of there in time. They get the much needed kill. What else can they find here? They bring down Handskin with Ana, and meanwhile, No Tail also drops, but they've got bigger fish to fry here. Seb and Ana need to get back because Tier 2 tower is going to drop. They're buying back on their Nature's Prophet. All 5 are here. Oh, stun. They find one, but Jerax shows up, able to turn it back around and take down 2 more. Ana and Jerax make the play. Even without Metamorphosis, they are doing it. Meanwhile, they use the Sunder, chasing forward, seeing what else they can find. The Fear to interrupt the Enchant Totem that was going to come from Jerax. He will have another Fissure, though, in a second as Chessie tries to take him down. But they connect with the Fissure, connect with the Enchant Totem Aftershock proc, and Chessie eventually hits the deck.
Yeah, this is not looking good for TFT. They're gonna run into Roche Pit, secure it. No way TFT can contest it, especially because they're dead, which makes a lot of sense. And yeah, they missed the timing. They missed the timings on the items, which set them back a lot.
Yeah. It's just what you were talking about there. Not being able to get the farm that they needed on that lone druid, with Sven just continuing to beat away. And well, Seb could use a lasso here on the bear if he wants to, or could just run away. See if he gets rooted or not. Does have a haster in still. Got him caught. Fear pulls him back in. Didn't want to pop that haste and then get feared all the way back to base. So they are going to be forced to use the lasso. That's the resummon used.
Yep, without the bear. I thought he's gonna use haste, maybe even blink aggressively on the high ground, try to get a pick off with it. Then.
Topson trying to get out of there. Meanwhile, Anskin just gonna be pummeled. I guess so.
Dire's bottom tower.
Topson shows up again, finds himself a bear. Stun is out of mana. Photic shield though, and the runaway.
They still have a tier 2 tower on the bottom. Anna killed the tier 1 tower 30 minutes in on the bottom lane. He's going all in. They even gave Aegis to Topson because it feels like this hero can't die. They're even forcing him aggressively.
He's stunned and they're just like, take his body. He doesn't have an Aegis, I don't care. And, well, it is Butterfly, Scotty, every damn thing. Panic wards dropped all over the place. What can TFT do at this point?
They can start thinking about what they're going to pick in game number 3 and how they're going to approach.
Well, they found the one save hero, the OD down on the low ground, and Chessie going to get forced after the high ground, tries to live, is going to be able to for the moment. Topson has another round of this in a second, but the Hex comes out. Chessie needs to turn to try and fight, but if he does, he's going to end up dying nonetheless. The Echo Slam comes through, connects onto 3, and, well, they do lose Topson, but as you said, he had the Aegis available, and now Ana up on the high ground. He's going to take down the Sven with one punch and then turn now over onto the lone druid, which does mean that there won't be any more bears left alive here either. The save comes out from the OD, but only for a second, as he eventually too will fall. The Fissure connects onto 3, Sunder keeping Ana alive, but more importantly, killing off everybody. And as the laughs start to get told out, this is looking like it's good game, well played. We're going to game number 3.
Yeah. OD didn't hit a single target in the previous fight, and they are relying on him to actually deal the damage with the sanity. I think I've said it a couple of times already. They missed the timings on their items. That Radiance was delayed so much. Also, Sven was taking a lot of farm from that lone druid, which set them back completely. And you see, using a finger like that for 2.5 minutes to grab a kill on Abaddon, this is also one of the things that you should not do.